All right, folks, and this is a lesson from our Affinity Photo in 30 Minutes course, totally free through 7th Season Studios. So if you like this lesson and you want to learn more about Affinity Photo, check out the link below, sign up for the course, and I promise you'll learn something. All right, let's roll the credits and get on into it. All right, folks, let's talk for a second about layers. Now, if you're new to digital art, this is common in all areas of digital art. You have what is called a layer. In Affinity Photo, the layer is shown in the Layers panel. So this is one layer. Now, you can add layers. So let's right-click and duplicate, and now you have two layers. Now these stack. This layer is on top of this layer. So let's go ahead and just change this, right? Let's make this one black and white. Now you see the black and white layer is on top of the second layer, which is on top of the third layer. Now if I move this in the stack, I click and drag and move it to the top, now the color layer is on top. So layers stack. Now you can change the name. So let's double click and let's call this color. That's the black and white adjustment layer. And let's call this color 2. Now let's say that we don't need a second color layer. I right click and I delete. This is how you move a layer. Now if I click and hold this layer and drag it below the black and white adjustment, now it turns black and white. That's the basis of layers. Layers stack, and layers can have effects applied to them. They can also have live filters applied to them. That's going to be in the next lesson. So regardless of if you're using Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Photoshop, Illustrator, all of these, even free ones like Inkscape, all work on this idea of layers. So if you're new to digital art, get this idea of layers down deep inside your soul, because this is not going away. Now, there are certain things that all layers have. All layers have opacity. You can create some really cool effects by adjusting the opacity. If the opacity drops to 0, it's completely see-through. So that's a little bit on layers. Now you know the fundamental basis. Everything we're going to do from here on out, we are all going to talk about layers, and layers show up in the layers panel within the studio. Now again, if you don't have that, you go to studio and you find your layers, and there it comes up. All right, folks, on to the next lesson. All right, folks, so if you like what you heard and you want to learn more about Affinity Photo, check out our free course, Affinity Photo in 30 Minutes, using the link below. All right, we'll see you in the next one.